You are looking at a Rakdos Skelemental list.
You're actually wrong. I'm looking at Mr. Boobster. But now I've diverted my attention to this list.
With his cool kid's ugly sweater. Yeah, buddy.
Anyway.
So this is a list that uses Thunderkin Awakener and Ball Lightning and Skelemental as like the main win conditions by just recurring the 6/1s.
Mm-hmm.
Because kind of cost it to only be able to damage the opponent once, and when you can cheat that rule, they're pretty powerful.
Especially this one.
Especially that one. The lightning on a stick is pretty good.
Yep.
So, we have the 2 Dreadhorn Arcanist. This allows us to reuse our 1-drop spells, which is kind of useful.
A lot of them.
Yeah, there is quite a few of them, and just being able to rebuy removal spells or bolts to the face is worthwhile as a 1-drop or as a 2-drop. And then we have, of course, our Thunderkin Awakener. So this is a 1/2 with haste, and when he attacks, he can recur something with an elemental with toughness equal to his less than or equal to his power.
So it's a 1/2.
And we have no ways of growing his power, so he'll always only aim for the 1 toughness, but our elementals don't really care. We have the 3 Hellspark elementals, so basically this is like a bolt to the face. It's 2 mana for a 3/1 trample, and you have to sacrifice it, and you can unearth it once for 3 more damage. But most opponents don't want to block that because, I mean, it dies
It's
anyway.
gonna die anyway, come back again. Just feels bad.
It's damage to the face that has the added ability to buy it back again. 2 Seasoned Pyromancers. So since we have the Thunderkin Awakener to, just recur things out of the graveyard, discarding them isn't really a bad thing. And this creates some jump blockers for us, or attackers in some cases.
Yeah.
So 2/2 can make 2. It can help cycle through our hand, and it makes 1/1s. And of course, once it's in the graveyard, it can also, really late game the extra feed, but
which is just icing on the cake.
yeah, just icing on the cake for it. And then of course we have our 4 Lightning Skelemental.
Oh boy.
Trample Haste. It's a 6/1 for 3 mana with a very, very expensive mana cost in
red, black.
Yeah, no colorless here. But when it deals damage to an opponent, they have to discard 2 cards. So not only is it a hard to block card, but if you don't manage to block all of it, you still have to discard 2 cards. And of course it does die. You do have to sacrifice it on end step, but with Thunderkin Awakener, we can buy it back every turn.
Anything that's just making it safer, because it doesn't have any to deal with sorcery speed removal.
Yeah.
Put it safely in the graveyard.
Then we have the 4 Ball Lightnings. So this is the
Classic.
the OG Ball Lightning. Well, yeah. OG of the 6/1s. There's been a couple of them, with Skelemental probably being the best one. But
Yeah.
This is the 3 red for 6/1 Trample Haste, and sacrifice it at the end of turn. So
Big bonus.
opponents don't really want to block it because again, it dies at the end. So as long as they can avoid it, why worry about it? Then for spells, we of course have the 4 Lightning Bolts. I mean, it's Lightning Bolt. We're
It's
playing
a
red.
redneck.
Yeah. It'd be weirder to not have 4 Lightning Bolts. 4 Fatal Pushes. We have full amount because we also have the Dreadhorn Arcanist to bring it back. So, and with our permanents kind of dying all the time,
Yeah,
we're sacrificing them. So Revolt's really easy to trigger in this deck, and Fatal Push just gets extra value there. 2 Unearths. So of course this can buy back our Lightning Skelementals and Ball Lightnings.
All of these.
But it can also just buy back the Thunder Arcanist, because they probably didn't want to let that live after an attack. And then he brings back his Skelemental, and you just get added bonus.
Has a sweet synergy.
Then we have the single Liliana Last Hope. So her -2 is what we're most interested in, because it mills some cards, which is okay, but it also returns a creature from the graveyard to our hand. Again, mostly aiming for the Thunder Arcanist, because he can buy back everything else after that. 2 Kolaghan's Command helps play into the discard theme. Also, rebuys creatures if we needed to, and He has little extra things like damage or destroy an artifact.
Just a very good card.
And for Collective Brutality, because again, we don't mind discarding cards, and so we can discard a Skelemental if we're planning on playing the Arcanist, and just removal hand selection so you can take the removal spell from them, so you know the Arcanist is going to be safe. And sometimes it kills the creature, and sometimes it just drains.
Yeah.
And then for mana sources, we have the 3 Bloodstained Mire fetch lands. We're 2-color decks, so we don't need too many fetch lands. There's only the 3 of them. 4 Blackcleave Cliffs. Since we do need like 3 red or 2 red and a black, having the full set here is pretty worthwhile. 2 Unclaimed Territory. Generally going to be naming Elemental because it just helps us again cast the Skelemental Ball Lightnings. 3 Dragon Skull Summons.
Also worth noting, this could be a Cavern of Souls if you want a Cavern of Souls.
Yeah, this could be Cavern of Souls, but Unclaimed Territory is shiny. We don't have fancy foils of Cavern of Souls.
I wish.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to send us some.
4 Blood Crypt. Again, we need the 3 colored mana for most of our spells, so having the full set of them is worthwhile. 1 Swamp, 3 Mountains, and 4 Simian Spirit Guides. So
this one's better than a turn 3 Skelemental.
Yeah. And just helps us speed us up a turn, and when they're not expecting the Skelemental on a turn 2 and have to discard a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Not a good feeling.
Definitely not.